from repairing your car to becoming an aerospace technician. And he enjoys his present job because it means precision and attention to details. And as he said, with cars, I didn't have to be so precise. With aeroplanes, I must get it exactly right. So that's the sort of person I want in the industry. We also want older and lower skilled workers to have jobs. We are creating jobs generally in the economy across the board, but specifically I think we have to pay attention to older, lower skilled workers, get them employed. I'm very encouraged because with the growing economy, companies are hiring, and maybe they have no choice, maybe they are getting the message, but they're hiring more older workers. And if you look at the employment rates, the percentage of older people working, the men, age 55 and above, say 55 to 64 years old, the group who are most vulnerable and at risk of being retired early, their employment rates have gone up dramatically this year. A lot more of them are at work again, which is good. But we must not slacken because, as Suisei reminds me, we've gone through this cycle several times. Each time there's a down cycle, people take training, upgrading very seriously. Then the economy recovers, then they slacken off, they find jobs. Then down cycle, you're scrambling again. I think that this time there's an upcycle. While there are the jobs, let's concentrate on the older workers. Let's get them retrained. Because I fear when the next down cycle comes, it's going to hit them harder. And we are going to need all the lead time we have in order to be ready for it and be able to protect the older workers in the next recession. So our economy is doing well. But of course, our economy depends on the region and on external. We don't prosper by ourselves. We prosper in Asia. If we were Singapore in Africa, however hard-working we are, I don't think we would be sitting like this, pretty. But we are Singapore in Asia, and around us, if we look at the world, the outlook is good. In Asia, China and India are doing well. Japan is also not doing badly. The energy is there, the drive is there. Southeast Asia is also carried along. And so we are benefiting. But there are some major risks in the world, and when you're looking forward, you can never say, this is the way things will go. All you can say is, here are some possibilities, and here are some things which can go wrong. And there are a lot of things which can go bump in the night and go wrong. But tonight, I just want to share with you two of our worries. One is oil prices because of the Middle East. You've been reading the news, you know about Iran and the nuclear program, their nuclear program. You know about Iraq and the civil war which is going on there. You know about Israel and the war they have fought with Hezbollah, which has altered perceptions of the Israeli armed forces, Israeli defense forces in the Middle East, and is going to have long-term consequences. And the problems are far from over. It's because of the uncertainties in the Middle East. That is why today oil is $70+ a barrel, and in Singapore electricity is expensive and bus fares have to go up. It's not that there's not enough oil. It's the fear, the uncertainty, the risk that's keeping the oil prices high and hurting us. But if something goes wrong in the Middle East and there's a flare-up, oil prices will not stay at $70. They may go to $120, they may double to $150. I think it will have a very big impact on us. It will have a big impact on the whole world, create a global recession. We have to be psychologically prepared for that. The lower income groups, we can help them. We have YouSave, we have various schemes, many schemes to help the lower income. We have been doing it, it has been helpful. As the oil prices stay high, or if they get higher, we will do more, as we will consider doing more next year in the budget. But as an economy as a whole, if this happens and there is an oil crisis, an oil shock, then we will have to work together and pull through, as we pull through after the Asian crisis, as we pull through after 9/11. Working together, cutting costs, showing that we are different, and taking the adjustments which we have to make in order to make ourselves competitive again. The second worry which we have is terrorism. It's not a new problem, but it's a problem which is far from over. And what has happened in the UK these last couple of weeks, last week, and you've been reading, how they arrested a group about to blow up 9 aeroplanes crossing the Atlantic, shows that it is a very serious risk. These were not people from the Middle East or directly Al-Qaeda operatives. These were British-born, second-generation immigrants in Britain who got organized and were linked up with Al-Qaeda and were going to do mass murder on an unimaginable scale. Homegrown terrorists. Is it a faraway thing? No. It's a danger to us too. It's a danger to us physically. So this evening when you come here, it's like going into a battlefield.